My name is Anna. I'm 35 years old. I've been married to Mark for 10 years. We have a 7-year-old son, Lucas. We used to be close. We used to be happy. But now, something feels different. For the past few months, Mark has changed. He comes home late, eats quietly, watches TV, and goes to bed. On weekends, he says he has meetings or goes to play golf, and sometimes he locks himself in his home office. He always says, "I'm busy." I used to help him with his documents and finances, but now he refuses anyone's help. He says, "I don't trust anyone." At first, I didn't notice the change. It started small. He stopped asking about my day, started keeping his phone face down, and some nights he whispered on calls outside, saying, "It's just work." We had little traditions before. We made Turkish tea every night, sat together, laughed, and looked at each other with love. Now there's silence. No tea, no talks, no us. Last week, I sent Lucas to my mom's house. "Why, Mommy?" he asked, holding his little toy car. "Because I want to spend time with Daddy," I said, forcing a smile. That night, I cooked dinner, lit candles, and waited. When Mark came home, he barely looked at me. "Hi," I said softly. "Hey," he replied, eyes still on his phone. He ate in silence and went straight to bed. I sat in the kitchen, staring at the clock, my tea growing cold. For the first time, I felt like a stranger in my own home. That night, I decided I couldn't keep pretending. I had to talk to him. I cooked his favorite dinner, roasted chicken with lemon and garlic. I wore the red dress he once loved, styled my hair, and even put on makeup. When he came home, his shoulders sagged with exhaustion. He didn't notice the candles. He didn't notice me. "Mark," I said softly, "can we talk?" He hesitated, then sat with me on the couch. "You've changed," I whispered. "We don't laugh. We don't talk. You don't see me anymore." He looked down at his hands and said nothing. I swallowed hard, then asked, "Do you still love me?" He looked at me, his eyes tired. "Of course I do. I'm just stressed. Work is heavy right now." I nodded, but deep inside, I wasn't convinced. So I asked the question I feared most. "Is there someone else?" His head shot up. "No, never," he said quickly. "I just need time, Anna. Please, be patient." I wanted to believe him. So I said, "Okay, I'll wait." But inside, I still felt alone. Weeks passed. Nothing changed. Mark still came home late, still avoided my eyes, still kept his phone close. One evening, Lucas sat beside me and whispered, "Mommy, why is Daddy always angry now? Did I do something wrong?" I hugged him tightly. "No, baby, it's not you," I said, forcing a smile through tears. I tried to plan a weekend trip for us. Mark said, "Not now, Anna. Maybe next month." That night, I sat in the dark, holding our wedding album, tracing our smiles with my fingers, wondering, where did we lose each other? A week later, I sent Lucas to my mom's again. I thought maybe we could reconnect, but when Mark came home, he went straight into his office without a word. I walked past the door, my hand hovering over the knob, but I couldn't knock. Instead, I sat in the kitchen, tracing the rim of my cold teacup, whispering to myself, "Does he even see me anymore?" That night, after he went to bed, something shifted inside me. I knew I couldn't live like this forever. The next evening, after putting Lucas to bed, Mark was in the shower. His phone was on the table. The screen lit up. A message. My heart stopped. It was from a woman. "I miss you. Did you think about me today?" I froze. My hand shook. I didn't need to open it. The words were enough. Mark came out of the bathroom smiling like nothing was wrong. I looked at him and felt my heart shatter. That night, I lay beside him in silence. He slept peacefully. I cried quietly, drowning in a heartbreak only I knew existed. The next night, after Lucas fell asleep, I waited in the living room. When Mark came out of his office, I said, "Mark, sit down. We need to talk." He frowned. "Anna, I'm tired. Can we—" "No," I interrupted. "Now." I placed his phone on the table. "I saw the message." His face went pale. "It's not what you think," he stammered. "Not what I think?" My voice shook. "She says she misses you. She asks if you thought about her today." He rubbed his forehead. "It was just talking. I was stressed. I needed someone." "Someone!" I cut him off, tears burning my eyes. "Not your wife? Not the woman who stood by you for 10 years? He sighed heavily, lowering his gaze. "I didn't mean for it to go this far. I'm sorry, Anna." I stared at him, my chest tight. "You looked me in the eyes. You told me to wait. I trusted you. Do you know what that did to me?" He whispered, "I never stopped loving you." I shook my head slowly. "No, Mark. Love isn't this. Love isn't secrets. Love isn't making me feel invisible." Silence filled the room. Two people who once shared everything, now strangers. Finally, I whispered, "I can't live like this anymore." That night, I packed a small bag for Lucas and me. I left a letter on the table. "I still love you, Mark. I still hope for us. But I can't be the only one trying. You asked me to wait. I waited. Now, I need to find myself again." I kissed Lucas's forehead, picked up the bag, and walked to the door. My hand trembled, but my heart was steady. I didn't look back. Some wounds can't be fixed by waiting. Some promises can't heal what's already broken. I realized something that night. Sometimes love isn't enough. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is choose yourself. I chose peace over pain. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.